This episode of the Very Serious Crafts podcast is brought to you by the Embroiderers Guild of America. You're listening to the Very Serious Crafts podcast.
We're very serious crafters.
And we craft very serious crafts.
Very serious. Hello, and welcome to Season 3, Episode 10 of the Very Serious Crafts podcast. I'm Haley from Red Handled Scissors.
I'm Heidi from Hands Occupied.
And I'm Mollie from Wild Olive. Today we'll be talking about tiny doors, needlework dedication, and dirty DIYs. Which may not be what you think.
I'm intrigued. It seems right up my alley.
It would seem.
Yes. Oh, wait, is it actually my topic?
It might be. It might be several topics, actually, is the thing.
Fine. All right, so I had an entirely different thing to tell you guys all lined up in my mind, and then yesterday, a good friend of mine from the Brooklyn Lace Guild sent me a link to this pair of shoes with the note, "These are the most perfectly used shoes I have ever seen." And now, for the record, she is probably the most stylish human I know and works in textiles at the Met. Like, this is someone who knows her stuff.
Yeah.
Hi, Elena, if you're listening. Oops. As I punch my microphone. Okay, so the shoes that she sent me are from the company Hot Chocolate, which I'm not sure if I've mentioned the skeleton feet Mary Janes that I have on the podcast. It seems like probably something that may have come up on a Halloween episode or something. But Hot Chocolate is the company that made those, and Hot Chocolate Design is the company that made these particular shoes, which are called Riot Granny Mary Jane Pumps. And they are a shoe that is entirely cross-stitch.
Yeah, I'm looking at these, and they are... Your friend is right.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean... there will be a link to these in the show notes, friends, but just so you can picture it, they are like cute little pumps, very unassuming looking, and they
with
say
pink
Riot
soles,
yeah,
by the way.
With pink soles, and that's the only problem. These would be my second pair of pink-soled shoes too, if I can't get them in my size right now. But when they restock, and I do get them, I will own 2 pairs of pink-soled shoes, much like my 2 pink books. Anyway, so there's the skull and the rose that one would expect. There seems to be a cobra with well, I guess it must be a king cobra because there's a crown next to it, and a giant cockroach, a bong, I don't know. They are a beautiful contrast in... Huh?
Yes.
Anyway, so I'm kind of excited about them, and I hope that they make more of them because I want them, and I do not wear the only size they have left.
Well, the craft that I did this weekend... Because I feel like I'd be remiss not to say anything. I took a piece of cardboard out of the recycling in my house, because I had about 5 minutes to do this craft. And I grabbed a Sharpie, because I had one. Actually, I grabbed 2, because I wasn't sure there would be enough ink in either one. And then I got in my car with my husband, and he drove us to a protest, and I wrote Black Lives Matter on the plain side of the cardboard, and I carried it around. It was the greatest craft I've done in months.
Oh,
yeah.
That,
okay.
Honestly, is the best craft I can think of doing right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all.
Good job.
The only thing that could have made that better is if you had the time to like go full DIY on it.
Yeah.
Have you?
That was the thing. I kept
seen-
thinking about that in the car. I was like,
Yeah.
I feel so bad that I can't do better right now, but like being here and having anything
Right.
feels like it matters more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more important to be there than
Yes, exactly.
to have an awesome
So
side.
I'm gonna say this, and I don't mean this with ounce of shame to your basic your simple
It's
Black
okay.
Lives Matter.
Which, by the way, listeners, Black Lives Matter.
Yes.
Just to
Yeah.
make that very clear.
Yes.
Should
But
be.
Yes, Mollie,
Yes.
go ahead.
Yeah. Because I'm a Animal Crossing fan. Have you seen the picture of the Animal Crossing protest sign from like, I think it was in Brisbane, Australia. It's
No,
so-
but I'm Googling it.
in the game. You can go and talk to Isabel, who is a dog character who works at the little town hall kind of a space, and she will give you a rating on your town, how well you've built it up and kept it clean and all of that. And it says, so it's a poster of Isabel saying, the justice system has a 0-star rating. So
I like that.
I appreciate
I like that.
creativity.
Yeah.
I don't understand Animal Crossing.
I know, but it's so fun and cute, and I do think that you should try
I found Hong Kong protest sign.
I'm sure that it's been used as a variety of things. I've seen it pop up.
It seems to be a real solid
meme.
meme.
Yeah,
I like it.
Anyway,
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So-
I'm also low-key thinking about converting my studio window, which is a storefront at street level, into a place to just do a big art.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
we're all stuck inside and
Yeah.
it faces a major street. So it seems like a really ripe opportunity to put something there, even if it's somebody else's.
Oh yeah. You know what I'm picturing. All right. I have I'm ready. So, using electrical tape, like almost like thick pencil strokes, so different lengths and thicknesses of it to write Black Lives Matter, and then tissue paper stained glass the rest of the window.
Like with like the Mod Podge trick? Yeah.
Yeah, so the sun would shine through it since the sun hits it so well.
That's an excellent point, Haley.
I have no idea where that came from. So, there you go.
The only other idea I've
I
had
hate
in my life.
But I love it.
The only other idea I had was doing something with zip ties. Because
Yeah.
I thought about using zip ties in place of yarn strands for a latch hook project.
That would be poignant on many levels.
Yeah.
So something, and I feel like, because, I mean, creativity is how, obviously, the three of us process a lot.
Yes.
And so I've been doing, like, doodling in my journal about, like, the anxieties about this and, like, you know, self-reflection, all the things that we all need to be doing. But I keep coming back to feeling like maybe doing really something with art, I think might help a lot, especially if there's a way to get, like, multiple contributors or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just daydreaming and brainstorming now.
All right.
And on a lighter note, what are other ways to cope with anxiety at this time, Mollie?
And I feel ridiculous even talking about this, but we've talked about this before in episodes, and we'll talk about it later today, but like plants have come into the topic around here on the podcast, and
Yeah.
they have certainly influenced me, and I watched on Netflix the new show called The Big Flower Fight.
I am so afraid to watch that because just looking at it gives me anxiety.
There are some things that would definitely do that.
Yes.
Are they nice to each other?
They're mostly nice to each other. The only time that it gets like fight is trying to get the flowers that you need, because it's like go to the nursery and get what you want, and sometimes they don't share. But
So it's like Great British Sewing Bee,
yes,
like running
exactly.
to the
It's like
haberdashery.
that.
All right.
So it's no, they're all very kind. There's one time when one of the teams decides to like go above and beyond and kind of poke at the other teams in their ability to have gotten stuff done faster than them. But it's like, it's sweet. It's okay.
All right.
Yeah. But really, we're talking about large scale crafting with plants is what this show is about. And the part that really made me decide that I needed to mention it here is that each week the winner receives a large ribbon, like a prize ribbon, because they've won Best in Bloom. And those
Best in Bloom.
Best in Bloom. And those ribbons are very clearly handmade by someone. It's in the middle of the prize ribbon, it says Best in Bloom, and it's hand embroidered.
I love that.
Yeah. And
I didn't even notice that when I watched the show.
I have not, I've done a little searching, but so far, I think maybe because it's still very new, I have not been able to find who did those ribbons for them, but I want to know. So, listeners, if you encountered this information before I do, please tell me. Because I just think it's cool that they decided to do that as they could have done these ribbons anyway, but they went for definitely handmade. So, yeah.
And a lot of places are doing that right now. Like, I just finished a project for a TV studio. And it seems that that's a thing that is being taken more seriously and being paid for in a way that, like, nobody comes to me on that sort of thing wanting to pay with exposure. And I appreciate that wholeheartedly.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's all I wanted to say. But
that's cool.
I like that show. I need to finish watching it and now just laser focus in for embroidery instead of just staring at my Afghan most of the time.
Yes. So before we jump into talking about our actual topics.
And more plants.
And plants, yes. We want to give a shout out to some new serious friends of the Very Serious Crafts podcast who are now supporting us at patreon.com/seriouscrafts. Many thanks to Melanie, Allison, and Tristan. You're the best.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, thank you. All right, so since we've all been talking about crafting with plants, because that's all we want to do, it would seem, I saw this amazing terrarium coffee table project that I am extremely obsessed with. I first saw it on Boing Boing, and then I sort of went down the internet rabbit hole trying to figure out who the person was. And so the only information I could find about the maker is that his name is Tim and that he's known to the internet as Tim's Terrariums 206.
I love it.
Yes.
I love people like that.
Me too. And he's in Seattle.
Of course.
Those are the my internet stalking. So Tim,
Seattle's
if
like
you are
a
told
terrarium.
about this, sorry.
Seattle. No, sorry. I think we cut out at the same time. I was just jumping in to say it's so perfect that this dude is from Seattle because the entire climate there is like living inside a terrarium.
I know, right? Exactly. Well, and
sorry.
It would seem that this is really working for him. So
this stuff's cool.
Yeah.
So he made this coffee table that is entirely made of like this moss terrarium setup. So like with dried beech wood, various types of mosses and rocks and stuff like that. And it has a glass top on it. And the table, to me, when I first looked at it, looks like an old table that was converted. But the more I looked into it, the more I realized that this had actually been made from the ground up. And so he has, I have no idea how to say this word. Imager?
Imager?
Yeah.
Imager. Okay. So Imager. He has an Imager account and where he shares most of his makes. And there's an entire series of him using what looks like reclaimed wood to build the coffee table. And it's just so cool.
I'm at his regular Instagram now too, and like,
yeah,
heck yeah,
whoa,
yeah, and so I just went on a very thorough look through of all of his work, and it's just like all of his stuff feels like whole little tiny worlds, but not in like a kitschy way.
Yeah.
In like a you maybe just stumbled upon it in a forest and fairies must live there kind of way.
Yeah.
It's not cutesy, but he has such a good eye for layout. And so I of course had to look at all of the terrariums, and like he's even doing successful succulent terrariums, which are pretty hard to do. But I am especially obsessed with him because I can grow just about anything. Like my entire apartment is filled with plants, many of them finicky, and I'm very, very good at growing things. One of the things that I cannot do is anything involving moss.
Huh.
It's supposed to be super easy. And like, I have a good friend who used to own a terrarium company, and she's the one who taught me. And I still am incapable of making anything with moss in it that lives. So Tim clearly knows something that I don't, and his work is absolutely beautiful.
He's got that Pacific Northwest energy, man.
I
set up for success.
Don't. I have that mildly pessimistic Midwest energy, it would seem. Which honestly is perfect for succulents.
Yeah.
Which I'm very good at growing those, which is apparently a problem for many people. But
I feel like I'm up to my eyes in succulents all the time. Like I lose a leaf and then another plant shows up and I'm like, what am I gonna do with this?
Yeah. Anyway.
Yay, plants. Yeah, I recently I'll work on it. I'll come up with a segue right now for this.
Oh.
Plants to hair cutting. Let's go.
Oh, no.
Yesterday.
I know.
We've all got one.
Go, Mollie.
So, you know what's a really good natural fertilizer for in your garden? You can compost hair in a garden.
Great.
Did you know that?
Yes.
So there you go.
But keratin doesn't break down very quickly.
All I'm saying is I once got my hair cut and the person cutting my hair told me that they had a customer that would come in regularly to collect the hair to go in their garden, which I found to be very But also
like that might have been something else because like literally human remains are dug up and they're all skeletonized but have a full head of hair.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Listen to Haley's other podcast for more creepy content.
Oh yes, Bones and Bobbins.
Anyway,
please do.
Thank you for that transition, Mollie.
Sorry, Mollie.
I'm just envisioning someone like gardening and pulling up a carrot, and instead of just the furry roots, it's like,
oh.
I've seen that with a skull.
Ugh.
An animal skull, not a human skull. Although it would be much cooler if it had been a human skull.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Well, speaking of
done.
hair, because my life is just like this circle of the same topics and behaviors and activities coming up again this shelter-in-place world that we live in, I have now officially succumbed to needing to cut my own hair. So I officially have to, again, say, I stand by saying, what kind of prenatal vitamins were you taking if you needed a haircut 2 weeks into COVID? However, it's been 3 months, and I needed to cut my bangs real bad.
Full Justin Bieber bangs from when he was young, and my hair is in a ponytail.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen you in a ponytail.
Yeah, I usually rock a 20s bob. So,
yeah.
Oh, I have answers now. Hair and nail clippings are rich in nitrogen and can be added to a compost pile or bin.
There you go.
I usually go for coffee grounds and eggshells.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you what I go for because that belongs on the other podcast.
Sure. Anyway,
Yeah.
this very short story is basically just that the bang trimming was not that bad. I mean, I've trimmed my bangs
they look
before,
good,
obviously. Yeah. Thank you. But specifically, well, first of all, I decided I really needed to cut my bangs after going to that protest because they were so long that the whole time I was like, I can't touch my face, but it's hot and I'm sweating and I'm worried that my bangs are just converting into like a slide for germs, like into my eyelids.
Yeah.
Such a picture.
Like, sorry, it was that, but that was like the anxiety picture that my stupid brain was generating. Very, very specific. Sorry if that was graphic.
My anxiety brain recognizes your anxiety brain.
Okay, thank you. And so I was like, I gotta deal with these. And I had remembered seeing a viral video, because we live in a world where I'm like, viral video, that's a good place to get an idea for what to do with my body. And so there's this video of a mother and a daughter from way earlier on during isolation, shelter-in-place stuff. Mm-hmm. And they were both giggling uncontrollably. It was a terribly sweet moment. And they both were going from like shoulder length or longer hair to bangs. Which I think that's a bold move. I don't know why you would jump to there unless you really needed a change in your life, which I can understand.
Wait. Like no other hair, just bangs?
No. They're doing a bang. They're going. They are people who have long hair that's all one length.
Yeah, no
and they
bangs.
have no bangs.
Oh, I was thinking they shaved their heads and just had bangs, which I have done.
No, they didn't do that.
It's not a good look.
If you've done that would be a logical place to go to. So
yes, exactly.
I see how you got there.
The 90s, they were a strange time. The late 90s.
Yeah.
Watch the movie Empire Records, kids, if you
it's a great
haven't,
movie.
And you will understand.
So this mother and daughter.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
They were doing this trick that I think I'd seen before on like a beauty Instagram where you take your hair, and you can only really do this if your bangs are like past your cheekbones or longer, and you twirl it like you would twirl your hair, and then you just give yourself one cut straight across, and in theory, because of the twist, you get a little bit of an arch to your bang shape, and like the hair is distributed properly.
That makes sense.
And I was like, I've had a shag haircut for most of this year, but that also means that I was starting with long bangs that have just gotten really long, and I was like 50-50, I stick with this and grow these out or cut them, and I went with the latter because I look better with bangs, let's be honest.
Me too.
And then I just was like, screw it, and I just twisted my hair, and I just was like, let's go, like, I'm a professional maker, I think I can do this. Like, there's no reason to not be confident about this. And yeah, I cut my bangs with one cut and about 2 little hair cleanups, and that was it.
Very nice.
And they are straight. So FYI, that viral trick that I will link in the show notes does work.
Yeah, and I definitely I have historically, well, in college I cut everybody's hair, but also my own, and it's been fine, but I haven't yet. I don't know why I haven't cut my bangs, but at this point...
You've been busy?
I have been busy, though.
Yeah, exactly. No, I mean it.
But at this point, salons open in phase 2, and we're in phase 1 right now. And I happen to know that my that I know and trust the person who cuts my hair. So it's, I know that precautions will be taken and everything will be okay. And we're just so close. But it could be 3 more weeks. It could be.
Yeah.
Or it could be like Tuesday.
Yeah. And we'll know by the time this episode comes out, or at least we'll know if nothing's changed.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
In Chicago, stuff's open. Like,
Yeah.
the woman who I'm friends with who cuts my hair, usually, she's open. And I was like, I'm just not ready to book yet. I'm sorry.
No, and that's fair. I'm glad that things, that businesses that are person to person and enclosed are not in the first. I mean, it would be one thing if you could do it outside, but most places don't have backyards and, wind. That would be exciting.
Yeah. I do family haircuts around here.
Yeah.
Because we have a big family, and so that's like one of those ways that we can save a lot of money.
That adds up. Yep.
Doing
haircuts are expensive.
And I can tell you that I've done, when the weather is nice, I've done many haircuts outside. But yeah, one breeze when you've got the clippers running and it's
Yeah.
You basically, especially if it's just a little warm out, you look like maybe you had spread some Mod Podge on yourself first and you've just got hair stuck to you and it's nasty.
Oh no. I have oily skin and very, very, very fine hair.
Yeah. Oh.
And so I have to take a shower immediately after every haircut because there's nothing to be done. It's just everywhere and it's never going away.
Yeah.
Yeah. And those little hairs are sharp. Like, my friend was saying that she regularly, when she gets home, has to, like, tweeze hair shards out of her skin.
Oh, yeah.
Like slivers.
I had a cat.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I had a cat with hair that sharp once. And to this day, he passed away 4 years ago, maybe? And, he, like, every once in a while, I will still be like, what is in my foot? And find a pixel cat hair.
Oh my
and be
goodness.
like, where did you even come from? I am
They're like
really,
needles.
really clean.
Yeah, I have a chow mix who's like that, so I can tell you it's like getting a pin in your foot.
Yeah. It's just like, what? How did you even get
It's
there?
awful.
Yeah.
It feels like you've stepped on glass.
Yes.
Honestly.
That's exactly it.
Yep. And you're like, I don't see any blood. What is going on? Sorry, I'm being so boring right now. Hey, listeners, you exist.
We're all good.
I think we're all fine.
So I'm going to tell you, I feel like my theme for this episode might be the weird segues into, like, now for something completely different.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
that's fine.
hey, let's go with this. I would like to start by saying that on the very small chance that my brother or his fiance are listening to this episode, it's a very, very minuscule chance. If you are listening, please stop right now. I'll wait. Turn off the episode.
Anders, go away.
That's right. And that goes for you too, Hannah. Okay. There. Now that they're gone. Let's face it, they were not here. So anyway, my brother is getting married this year.
Yay.
And very excited about that. Very still figuring out what that looks like in the middle of COVID fun. But anyway, that aside, I feel like a good thing, a nice thing, a sweet thing, the right thing to do would be to make them a wedding gift. I have about 2.5 months to do this. More like 2 months if I'm going to be realistic.
Okay.
Because life will get in there, right?
Should we just call it 6 weeks at this point?
Oh
I have 1 week to make this.
Hey, that's fine, though. I can write a book in 6 weeks. You can
There you go.
definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
It'll be good.
So I think because embroidery is the thing that I'm probably most known for. I need to do an embroidered gift for them.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what that should be, because I don't know his fiance all that well.
Mm-hmm.
We've met and hung out together one time,
Sure.
and I follow her on Instagram. This is the extent of what I know about her, because she doesn't live around here.
Right.
So I would say she's a little hipster. Just a little bit hipster.
All right, Heidi and I are on it.
Yeah. So the thing is, do I just make them like a piece of hoop art to hang in their apartment? Do I make something a little bit bigger? Again, keeping in mind the time constraints.
Sure.
Do I do something that is kind of in a little bit more like my style of embroidery? Or do I go for something that's a little more traditional or traditionally hipster? Why? I'm looking for input here.
How old is she?
Early 20s.
Early? Okay.
Modern. Go for something
Yeah.
modern, not traditional,
Right.
and probably not cute in the way that your
Yeah.
designs are cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Think Helvetica.
And I would say I would
Okay.
trust Haley's opinion on this more because she designs for this market more than I do.
Okay.
That's the professional side of this conversation.
Well, no, I mean, that's the thing is I'm going, how much of it do I try to personalize versus I don't know. I can't.
I think that you can sign it. Ooh, I actually have an idea, maybe.
Okay.
Is she from the South? Sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
I just had a name. Okay.
North Carolina.
Okay.
North Carolina.
All of my in-laws are Southern, so that's why I was like, oh, my gifting approach changes completely
Yeah.
when I'm talking about my sister-in-law versus my Arkansas sister-in-law versus my Minnesota one. It's totally different.
So, do you want to do cross-stitch or embroidery?
I'm thinking embroidery.
Okay. I'm wondering if something negative space might be the right move here. Like maybe even their names and their wedding date.
Yeah.
But with negative space being something either geometric or floral.
Yeah. Because I had been thinking floral.
Or plants broadly.
Yeah.
Like vines
Yeah.
and stuff
I had
like
been
that.
thinking floral or foliage in that realm, but in semi monochromatic might be in keeping with
do
her,
a few flecks of bright. Just
okay.
a few.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, I think that like if you are doing sort of greens and like navy green and sort of sage green, like things like that, and then a few pops of there are several in flowers at the moment.
Yes.
That will make zero sense with the plants, but it won't matter.
Right.
It seems like I think that you could do something really beautiful in like with the freedom of negative space, and maybe the constraint of like a rectangle, and then have like a vine or two reach ever so slightly out.
Yeah. I even just you saying rectangle and thinking that I should be looking at framing this in like a frame versus framing in an embroidery hoop or doing round, because it's so easy for me to get locked into round, and I like that, but
and they're so affordable. That's
but it's a wedding,
and I mean,
so also like
it would look good in
exactly.
round too. You could do the exact same thing in round and have that very specific perimeter with just a couple things peeking over that edge. Just to grab the eye. Like you could do that either way and it would look great.
Well,
and I was just thinking of, because Haley, you and I were both around like early 20s when we both got married as well, and I'm trying to remember what it was like to be that young. I mean, I didn't think I was that young, obviously, but
I had a DIY wedding on a farm.
Yeah. I had a DIY wedding, lol, because of course, in a converted old opera house that is not actually that fancy because it had first been converted into a skating rink.
Fun.
okay. That's cool.
I would totally do roller derby wedding.
Anyway, but I was just trying to think of, like, I remember it being that age and being like, I've only even been to a few family weddings. Mm-hmm. I don't really, like, I felt all this pressure to have heirloom gifts because I didn't even understand, because of being that young, like, what I should value in terms of keepsakes, or like, and it was really interesting what ended up was being meaningful to me at that time and then stuff that I was like, I don't know what this is, but I'm excited to have a kitchen pot because I'm really young.
Well, yeah, and I feel like the same went for me. Like the things, I can even tell you the specific things that mattered. Jeremy and I have a Quaker wedding certificate, and that is a wall hanging thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've seen it.
Got to see that in person. It's really cool.
And our Jeremy's college friends, Elsa and Tyler, who are extremely talented artists and graphic designers, designed the basically the icons of us and our cats. And the icon that I use for everything is that. Mm-hmm. And one of our friends painted portraits of us and our cats. And that was lovely.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And ceramic cats that matched our cats.
That style of, like, personalized bridegroom and pets was very much like the staple signature of every hipster wedding in 2010 to 2015.
I own an 1.5-inch button maker specifically because everybody got buttons that were, you could pick which team you were on. So it was, one was me, one was Jeremy, and then each cat. So you could decide which combination of things that you were on.
That's cute.
Yeah. This was 2009, and I was 25 or 26. I can't remember because I'm old.
But anyway, all that to say is I think that, like, the handmade gifts, obviously, no matter what, are going to matter a lot. Like, I feel like I can understand the anxiety, especially as someone who, like, my in-laws are from the South and I'm from North Dakota, like, so culturally there was like, I don't even know how to get along with people, because it's different.
Yeah, things are just different.
And I mean, we're great now, but like, it takes a while to feel comfortable, especially when you know you're never really gonna meet your in-laws that often. And so all that to say is I can completely understand putting pressure on yourself for this, but I think you should be kind to yourself.
Okay. Well, I think so too. I think that you are talented and that you'll hit the mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for, I feel like doing like real-time project planning on the podcast was kind of a fun way to go. So it's good.
Oh,
it's good.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like that.
Anyway, you don't need to take any of my suggestions.
I appreciate your suggestions.
That's how my brain was working.
They sounded cool.
Okay.
And now all I can think about is the idea of an embroidered croton plant because of the color. And I know somebody here hates satin stitch, but I think it would be really pretty in satin stitch.
I wonder who that somebody is. But wait, I learned how to do it.
That's right.
I don't hate it anymore. I can't remember how to do it, though. Oh, wait, no, I remember now.
There you go. Okay, good.
Yeah. And now, a quick break for our sponsor. Just because I wanted to say that. This episode of the Very Serious Crafts podcast is brought to you by the Embroiderers Guild of America. EGA is a community of stitch-minded people who inspire passion for the needle arts through education and the celebration of its heritage. Join today to become a member of the community, gain access to educational opportunities, projects, and more. Learn more at egausa.org. I don't have a transition for this other than tiny things.
That's always a good reason.
Yeah.
So I mean, talking about stitching tiny things, this is, this isn't quite making tiny things, but it is making something creative with existing tiny things. So I, again, while bouncing around the internet, came across this woman who uses tiny dollhouse doors to cover her wall outfits. Her wall outfits. To cover her wall outlets.
Cute.
And it really made my day because it's adorable. And so just looking at them is very cute. And she has also an imager and very little other internet existence that I can find, much to my frustration. But all of these little doors, they're exactly what you're picturing. The doors open and there's an outlet inside. Some of them are floor level, some of them are a little bit higher. But one of them at floor level has a welcome mat and a key hidden under it, which made my life.
Cute.
Exactly.
That's delightful.
Delightful is exactly the word.
Yes.
And so, so this woman, whose name is Christina, it would seem, actually was contacted by Bored Panda. And she was talking about her creative adventures and specifically, like, the making aspect of how this works. And this quote from her just really stood out to me as a person who makes things, and I feel like it's very relatable. So, quote, she continued, "It's important to know that these doors swing in, so you need to carefully remove the bottom piece of wood, I used a razor blade, flip the door around, and re-glue it. You may need to make a new hole for the pin that allows the door to swing. Make sure you don't glue the door shut." Lastly, paint as you like and add details and hot glue to the existing outlet plate. Oh, and hot glue to the existing outlet plate. So I guess that is how they're attached, by hot glue. That is not, I think, how I would have attached them.
Just a screw. Couldn't you just be like, look, it has a center doorknob. Ta-da!
Well, the door needs to open.
Yeah.
Why?
Because that's where the
get to the
outlet
outlet.
is.
But wouldn't it be cooler if the outlet covered what looked like a door, though? And then you don't have to deal with that?
That would be another...
That is not what is happening here. I mean, it would be cool.
I think I have different goals than this woman.
You're opening tiny doors like Narnia. And inside, instead of, I don't know...
Yeah.
It's
winter
cool. I just
makes
was
it look like
envisioning
you have tiny. It
something
makes it
different.
look like you have the borrowers that like live in your house behind these little doors, but
Yeah.
Cute.
Yep. So anyway, I just think it's adorable, and I really, really want to be friends with this person because she also, according to those photos, has a coffin-shaped bookshelf. And also a necklace made of a preserved spider web. So clearly we need to be friends. So Christina, if you're out there or if anybody knows this person, please introduce us because, oh my gosh, we're similar kinds of odd and great.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love it.
I love that.
Love it.
I feel like she would probably appreciate Bones and Bobbins as well, your other podcast.
Maybe she's a listener. I don't know.
Oh, that's funny. Well, lately the only tiny worlds I've been building lately have involved Oreos and whipped cream.
I was wondering what that container of Oreos was for.
Gummy worms. So yeah, yesterday in a fit of COVID madness, I guess I'll just call it, because that's the only explanation for why I suddenly wanted to make a dirt cake for my birthday this year.
Are so good.
Yeah.
I hadn't had one in forever, and we're self-isolating since we were at a protest last week.
Right.
And so I was like, what can I order on grocery delivery that could make a cake friendly enough for 2 people? And I also was thinking that I could make little parfaits for my neighbors.
Yes.
Because we've all been sharing, because we're all like 1 and 2 person, like chronic workaholic households. And so I also thought a dirt cake, because I could use a piping bag to make the parfait without touching anything, that might be a little bit safer. Apologies if there's ever research that proves that all of this is horrifying behavior. We don't know.
No, we don't know.
But it was fun because you get to do the parfait, but then also like gummy worms.
I still don't think that any evidence has shown up that COVID can survive being eaten.
Yeah.
So I think you're all right.
Yeah.
I'm still disclaiming it for lunatics who are listening.
Or for the future.
Yeah,
And they're
exactly.
like,
I think.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So maybe one day my worst sin on the internet can be that I talked about making dirt cake for my neighbors. Wouldn't that be the worst thing that a person could do? That would be the best
terrible.
worst thing a person
That
could
would be
do.
really funny. And now I want dirt cake so much.
What I want to know is, did it live up to your memory expectations?
Well, that was the thing that really blew my mind, because I don't think I've had this since I was like 10 or 12 maybe.
Yeah.
I had only remembered it being Oreos and layers of whipped cream. I didn't realize that there was like pudding mix, cream cheese, powdered sugar.
Oh yeah.
And that makes sense. They're all thickening agents and more dairy. But it tasted so much like all Midwestern Cool Whip desserts do. And I forgot about that effect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I recently
I
had
haven't
one
had
also.
one in a long time, but I still have that sense memory of Midwestern Cool Whip desserts.
Yeah. So I think it might be fun to make tiny amounts of a fancier version someday. Just like a little jar, like a little jelly jar's worth. I think that might make more sense, and also justify using like heavy whipping cream and not Cool Whip.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to justify that at all. Things like that, but things like that freeze.
Yeah.
So you could go ahead and freeze it, just don't fill the jar all the way.
Okay.
Because,
I will not.
Exploding.
Yeah. You don't want glass in your dirt cake. That would really ruin your day.
Yeah, I only know that from beer in the freezer.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's my dirty DIY.
There you go.
You guys have been waiting all episode to hear about.
Oh my goodness. It sounds so delicious, and I
was
want
good.
some.
It was
I
really
want
good.
some
Yeah.
immediately.
2 pounds of Oreos. 2 pounds.
I know, I saw your bowl of Oreos. I was very
It's so many Oreos.
Well.
I still approve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I might add, like, a vein of Lorna Doone in there. Some shortbread.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if we're doing
French would be good.
striations.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm bringing geology into this.
My version because it was so hot for a chunk of time. Now it's like cooler today, but I was definitely looking for the no-bake desserts. And yeah, those Midwestern icebox cakes, they're the ones that come up. So I was going with the graham cracker layers with your pudding and Cool Whip, and I did add real peaches to mine, but yeah, anyway.
There's like an icebox pie recipe that my family used to use, and you would have a graham cracker crust, and then I think all you did was mix like frozen strawberries and Cool Whip in the freezer, pour it in and freeze it so it looks like a silk pie, but it's just a frozen no-bake dessert. I remember that being good though.
We did icebox cheesecakes
Yeah.
when I was younger.
Yeah.
Sometimes simple recipes are what you
Midwestern
want.
desserts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Anyway, that's my birthday cake.
Yeah, her birthday was yesterday when we're recording this, by the way. So happy birthday, Heidi. We
Happy
love
late
you.
birthday to Heidi.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
In probably a similar Midwestern vibe, I'm going to end this episode with something that I found in a book that my mom gave to me because she found this in a book and she said, I think that the podcast needs to hear this. So, so the name of this book is...
We love old books.
Yeah. The name of this book is Women's Programs for Special Occasions. It was written by Ruth Eicherman. I'm going to say is the pronunciation of her last name.
Sounds like a solid Amish name.
Yeah, it was written in 1966. Mm-hmm. And I will say, comes with the idea for this book. These are like women's programs for special occasions at your church. This is this is the framing for this. Okay. And you can imagine the setting in which this was written if you are from the Midwest. Yes. There's some interesting things. There's ways that things are described in here that are a little bit like, okay, there's a perspective from the past.
There's a perspective.
There's a perspective from the past. But one of the chapters in this book is called Needlework Dedication. And so the idea of, some of the chapters in this have to do with holidays or bridal showers or things like that. But it's just to kind of give people an idea of something that they could do for these kinds of celebrations or special events. But needlework dedication is one of them, because the idea being that you have a lot of church groups then and still now that work on projects together. They're making quilts. They have a quilt bee, or they're knitting shawls for people, or there's lots of different kinds of things like that. And so the idea being that that a lot of times you might actually have a special dedication of those items when they're about to be given, or just kind of like annually observing these things. It says sometimes a needlework display supplemented by rare quilts brought from home or interesting pieces of needlepoint or crewel work can also be arranged to form the background for a needlework tea at which all the women of the church are guests.
I have been to this.
I love it. I love it.
In Bloomingdale, Michigan.
So then it has a meditation that you can read and a prayer.
Oh.
But the meditation, it says, as we admire the lovely pieces of handwork displayed here today, we form another link in the long chain of women who across the years have used their hands to bless others. We remember Dorcas of the New Testament days, who was an inspiration to her friends and the early disciples because of the garments she had made, a simple service which was deemed worthy of inclusion in the scripture. And it goes on, and it is just, it's really lovely. The just taking this time to honor the handmade work that people were doing for others and together in community. And I think that commemorating that in a way is, I wish we did more of that now. Yeah. And not just in church or sacred spaces, but just in general, that we actually pause and
county fairs.
Yeah, but
like that, yeah.
Yeah, like that you literally have like a mini ceremony of celebration over handmade is so like
I have vivid memories of being a little kid and being at ladies' tea after the service in the church basement.
Yeah.
And having these things.
Yeah.
Like a table near the classrooms, which weren't classrooms, right across from the kitchen, because, like you do in the Midwest and churches and basements. But I remember there being like quilt stands and pieces of embroidery that people had made. My grandma used to be a very skilled but extremely reluctant embroiderer.
Mm-hmm.
But she did it because it was expected. She's not having any of that nonsense now. But I remember having possibly even somebody reading out of this book.
Yeah.
I mean, very, very similar dedications to that. And I remember that quite fondly.
Yeah.
It may be the cookies that I remember fondly. But
my church does have a group that gets together. I've never really been able to, like, I've seen it like listed vaguely, like this is like, it was like on the schedule of something that I don't know anything about the people. Of course, now they're not meeting right now because of
right.
The world. But like, and I'm always like, I kind of know when and where it meets, but like, I don't know any other information. Would I be crashing the party if I showed up one day? I don't know. But
you don't know. And I've been to so many like library programs like that where I've been like, I just want to go to this thing. And I'm like, okay, I am younger than everybody by 50 full years.
I'm sure that would happen here. Yeah.
Not every time, but there's been one or two that I was like,
yeah.
whoops.
There's a prayer shawl
thinks...
knitting group
Yeah.
at the Unitarian church that I go to once in a while.
Yeah.
And they were lovely ladies, but when you're the only one who walks in and you're like, oh, I know why there was nothing on the internet about this group. Oh, no. And then you're like, I'm going to give this, like, I'm going to get to know these people who are different than I am, which is great. But then you have to worry about being asked to be the person who does all the technology forever.
Oh, yes. I forgot
I didn't even think
about
that.
aspect.
That's just a specific to the craft world, like, moment that I was like, yes, I think this is the one time where both of my friends and the listeners will understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it could happen. It could happen.
But I bet they're lovely.
Well, if we're ever allowed back in the building of my church again, and this group gets together in, I don't know how many of them there usually are. I'm not sure how many can gather for this, but if it ever happens again, maybe I'll just go and visit. And if it goes horribly wrong, at least I can talk about it here, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can talk about it either way.
Exactly.
But we're deeply
If we ever go
curious.
back, I'll go and report back here on the podcast. So
yes, please.
That sounds good.
and maybe convince them to have some sort of dedication ceremony at some point. Maybe they already do that, and
I thought you were going to say website.
Oh no, no, there will be no website made by me.
Oh,
I already have too many websites made by me to deal with.
yeah, me too.
That's the hard part. Anyway, that was really, thank you very much for sharing that, Molly. I thought that was really special.
Yeah,
I thought you guys would.
lovely.
I thought you guys would enjoy a bit of that. So, yeah.
Yay.
Anyway, that's all
All
we
right.
got.
Let's bring it home.
Huzzah! I brought it home. Thanks for listening to the Very Serious Crafts podcast. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Serious Crafts and on Facebook at Very Serious Crafts. You can also find show notes and all things Very Serious Crafts at, shockingly, veryseriouscrafts.com. And finally, if you're a fan of the Very Serious Crafts podcast, please leave us a 5-star review on whichever platform you use to listen to podcasts. Good ratings help us show up in recommendations, which helps more people who love crafting find us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes,
And-
bye.
And one last thanks to our sponsors, the Embroiderers Guild of America, because, I mean, that's a whole group of serious crafters there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
A whole bunch of them.
EGA. All right.
More serious crafting
With
to
that-
come.
Yeah.
Indeed. All right.
Eventually.
All right.
Yes. Eventually.
Bye.
Bye, guys.